Hello everyone, I'm so glad you joined us today. My name is still Mari, and this is
Sophia Mackenzie.
We have a great show for you. You will hear amazing testimonies and information that will show you how small steps can lead to big results.
Thanks, Duro. Joining us today are Kathy Peggendarm and Ben Shea Morgan. The experience and testimonies you hear today could change and improve your life. So glad you joined us. Stay tuned for Kathy Peggendarm. Join us, Kathy.
Well, thank you, Sophia. I'm so glad to be here.
Wonderful. So tell me, what was life like before Shaklee?
Well, when I first met you, I wasn't feeling so good. And at that time, I went to the doctors. And he told me that I had cholesterol at 286. Mm-hmm. And I was concerned about it, so I asked him what I could do. Mm-hmm. And he told me that I had to lose some weight, and I also had to get my cholesterol down.
Okay, so then what happened next?
Well, when I met you again 3 months later, I realized that you had already lost weight, and you looked so good. And I was so excited because I was like, if she could do it, I could do it too. So when I saw you like that 3 months before, and now I'm seeing you like this 3 months later, I had to go run up to you and ask you what you had done. The key to it was you told me that you did the Shaklee 180 and you did the system. And that was what really put a light to the whole thing. I realized that Shaklee had put together a weight loss system that had all of the nutrition and all of the weight already into a system. And you don't change it, you don't take away from it, you do it exactly like it's supposed to be done.
And then what happened for you?
Well, I went home that night and I ordered Shaklee right away. And within 5 to 8 days, it came in. And I started on Shaklee exactly the way they said. They sent the directions and I read them and I followed them exactly. 3 months later, I found that I had lost 15 to 16 pounds. And I was so excited, so excited. And I was so thankful for you.
You're invited.
You're invited.
You're invited. You're invited.
You're invited to take your shape in a whole new direction.
Love your new body.
I lost 30 pounds.
35 pounds.
I'm 40 pounds lighter.
I lost 90 pounds.
Total of 50 pounds.
I'm down 200 pounds.
You're invited
To play more with your kids.
And we'll do this together.
You're invited to do a 180.
90 days to lose the weight, 90 days to learn how to keep it off.
You're invited to live a healthier life.
With America's #1 natural nutrition company.
You're invited to feel energized and amazing. My smoothie curl.
Shaklee 180 contains leucine, designed to help you preserve muscle while you lose weight.
Oh, that's pretty good.
To eat meal bars that help you feel full.
To get
Healthy together.
You're invited to invite your friends.
Let's do this together. Together! Go, one more time.
Get the tools, support, and motivation you need to succeed.
From before to after
to happily ever after.
You're invited.
You're invited to do a happy dance. You're invited to win prizes while you lose weight.
I lost 90 pounds.
You're invited to do a 180.
Join me in a 180.
Join me in a 180.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us in a 180!
That was great information about you and Kathy weight loss.
Thank you.
What do we have next?
Well, Shaklee creates products that are safe for you, your home, and our planet. So we're going to move right into our Healthy Home segment, and then you'll hear an experience from Kathy Peggendarm. So Kathy, I know that prior to being initially introduced to Shaklee, you had some health issues that were chemically induced. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, yes, I can. Back before I was 15, my mom and I used to clean the house. But what I didn't realize back then was Mom was cleaning the house with pretty much almost straight bleach. So we would clean everything, we'd have the spring cleaning and everything. I didn't realize what bleach was doing to me, or any of the other cleaners with all the other chemicals into it. So as I got older, unfortunately after 15 my mom passed, and when she did, I took over cleaning the house. When I took over cleaning the house, of course, I did everything that Mom did. So I was using the bleach, I was using the chemicals, and what I didn't realize was I was sick all that time. I would have the sore throats, the ear infections, the respiratory infections, the upper respiratory, and also the chronic bronchitis. It wasn't until I became a mom myself and I ended up having my own kids and attending a PTA meeting when one of my girlfriends asked me after the PTA meeting, I was outside with her, we were talking, and I was so sick, I just didn't feel good. And I said, I'm just so tired of being sick. I thought it was my immune system. She said, Kath, did you ever think that possibly it could be your cleaners that you're cleaning the house with? I had to stop, I took a step back, and I had to think about it. So the next day I went with her and to a friend's house, and they explained to me all about the chemical cleaners. So I went home, I talked to my husband, and I got a hold of an MSDS form of bleach, and I read it, and the medical part of it had where you will get sore throats, upper respiratory infections, chronic bronchitis, and it also had the chronic lung disease. Well, you and I both know I've never heard of chronic lung disease before, so I'm going to have to take that and say it probably was cancer. I don't have cancer, but I have had all of the other things on that, from having allergies and a little bit of asthma. They even gave me asthma at one time. So when I realized that, I got rid of all my cleaners and I took on the Shaklee Get Clean set. Well, when I did that, I noticed that I wasn't getting sick anymore. So went to the doctors, to an allergist, and said, would you please test me? And he said, gee, I'm sorry, I can't test you. And I asked him why, and he said, we don't do the testing here for chemicals. I said, is there a place someplace? He said, no, not any that I know of. Well, I was a little upset about that. But I went home, and I decided, well, I've been doing the cleaners anyway, so why not do them again? So I went back to my chemical cleaners and started using them, and within 2 hours, I ended up having a sore throat. Within 12 hours, I started watching, I had upper respiratory infection, and then within a matter of a 72-hour, I started getting the chronic bronchitis again. So at that point, I realized there was really something to this. Put the stuff back out in the garage, started using my Shaklee Get Clean, wasn't getting sick anymore, and by gosh, I had to stop and think, is this really real? So I did it one more time, And when I did it the third time, I actually realized, yes, it is real. I ended up getting that sore throat again within 2 hours. I ended up getting the upper respiratory, and I also got the bronchitis again.
So you essentially proved the product.
I essentially proved the product. I got rid of all my cleaners. I started using the Shaklee Get Clean. And when I did that too, I started realizing not only my health, but the health of my family started getting better too, because all those chemicals weren't in the air anymore.
Right.
So it was really a big change to actually realize that I was causing my own sickness at that time. And once I realized it, I just had to make the change. And I'm a healthier person for it, but most of all, my family's really a healthier family too.
That's right. Awesome. So again, you proved the product.
Yes.
And also the fact that small changes lead to big results.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Well, thank you, Sophia.
The average home generates over 25 pounds of toxic waste each year, much of it from household cleaning products. The Environmental Protection Agency reports that only a fraction of the more than 81,000 registered chemicals have been tested for human health concerns. More than 9 out of every 10 suspected poison exposures occur at home, many caused by household cleaning products. Organic pollutants found in many common household products, including cleaners and even air fresheners, are found at levels 2 to 5 times higher inside your home than out. Introducing a whole new level of clean that's safe for you, your home, and your planet. Get Clean. All over the house, for laundry, dishes, tough and gentle jobs. Anywhere you want to get clean, Shaklee has a solution that's safe, powerful, green, and smart. Because we believe home should be the safest place in the whole world. Get Clean products don't contain many of the harmful ingredients found in many cleaning products. Instead, Get Clean gives you cleaning choices that are non-toxic and natural. So they're safe for you, your home, and your planet. Because we believe you shouldn't have to sacrifice powerful convictions for a powerful clean, and vice versa. Get Clean provides a powerful clean that rivals leading brands, 100% guaranteed. To put our money where our mouths are, we had third-party laboratories put Get Clean to the test against leading competitors, and Get Clean delivers. Because we believe in cleaners that don't leave behind more toxins than the toxins they're supposed to clean, Get Clean products help keep the planet clean too. They have biodegradable surfactants, and they have no phosphates, nitrates, or lots of other stuff the planet doesn't appreciate. We've used sustainable, naturally derived ingredients, and Shaklee does not test on animals. Because we believe that by letting you add the water, we subtract the waste, we figured out a long time ago that we could make more economical products by making them concentrated. The Get Clean Starter Kit helps you replace all the questionable cleaners in your home at an incredible value. The same amount of clean from ready-to-use cleaners at your average supermarket would cost over $3,400. Not only is the starter kit the smart choice for your wallet, but it's the smart choice for the planet too. By buying the starter kit as opposed to traditional ready-to-use alternatives, your family will eliminate 248 pounds of greenhouse gases and will help keep over 100 pounds of packaging waste out of landfills. To get clean today, talk to the person who showed you this program. Because we believe in the inherent goodness of fresh bed sheets and in a wash that's anything but wishy. We believe in a kitchen floor that supports the 3-second rule, and that you should be able to walk around in white socks. Safe, powerful, green, and smart. Get Clean. Because we believe in being impossibly idealistic about how clean our Earth can be. And we believe that the small act of scouring the sink can be the giant act of changing the world.
We are back with Ben Shea Morgan. Ben Shea is a New York State licensed optician, husband, and father of 4. Ben Shea, could you tell me what your life was like before Shaklee?
Yes, I would say back in 2013, I was feeling not well, and I knew something was wrong. And when I went into the hospital, I found out that I had end-stage renal failure and wind up going on dialysis. And I found that after my dialysis treatments that I was not feeling very, very strong. I was feeling very lethargic. In fact, between treatments, I would have little or no energy at all. And my wife was introduced to Shaklee and some Shaklee products. In fact, she introduced me to Vivix, and she suggested...
Vivix?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is Vivix?
Well, according to my wife, Vivix was a product that would help restore my cells, or at least the function of my cells, on the cellular level.
I see.
And so I figured, hey, you know, I might as well try something. And I began to try the Vivix. I would take a teaspoon every day, various times a day. And after about 3 or 4 days, I began to notice that I was starting to get my energy back. In fact, I was starting to be able to walk again. Before dialysis, I used to walk at least 3 or 4 miles a day.
Why were you able to walk? Were your ankles swollen?
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that happens when you're on dialysis. My ankles would be swollen and they would be a little painful. And so you really couldn't walk as well. I mean, I could walk, but definitely wasn't going to do no 3 or 4 miles. I wasn't going to do 3 or 4 blocks if I can help it. But it was one of those type of things where there was nothing I could actually do about it at the time other than elevate my ankles. But once I started taking the Vivix, I began noticing that my ankles felt better. I can walk without pain. And so I started to, on my way to dialysis, I would get off the bus, maybe about 1.5 miles away, and walk. It was like I was testing myself, but it worked out because...
So before Vivix, you couldn't do that?
No, before Vivix, I couldn't do that. My ankles, I can hardly go up the stairs, much less do any kind of walking.
That is very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Now tell me about your blood pressure.
Okay, my blood pressure now, but one of the things about blood pressure when you're on dialysis, your blood pressure is out of control. That's because your body is not processing the fluids that you take in. And so because of that, your blood pressure tends to be quite high. And my blood pressure was very high, and the dialysis is actually what regulates your blood pressure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so between dialysis sessions, you would also take blood pressure medications that would help keep your blood pressure under control until the next dialysis session.
I see.
So what began to happen is, as I was taking the Vivix, I was also taking blood pressure meds. And I noticed that my blood pressure was getting now extremely low. When I would get on the machine, because what they do before you get on the machine to do the procedure, they weigh you and then they take your blood pressure. And my blood pressure would be like 115/60, sometimes 99/60 something. That was pretty low. And they would always wonder, you know, why is your blood pressure so low? That's because I was taking the blood pressure medications along with the Vivix. So I tried an experiment. I said, let me take just the Vivix and stop taking the blood pressure medication and see how that would affect me. Well, after a couple of days, my blood pressure was quite normal, whether I was on the machine or off. In fact, the dialysis clinic remarked on how well I had my blood pressure under control. I didn't tell them that I had stopped taking the blood pressure meds, but I was taking the Vivix, and it really worked out. And to this day, I don't take blood pressure medication.
Very good. Well, that's highlighting the Shaklee difference. And this is in line with our other testimonials, and it shows that small steps lead to big results.
I would agree with that.
Thanks for joining us.
Every day, our cells come under attack from modern-day factors like UV rays, toxins, diet, and stress, which accumulate over time. speeding up the rate your cells age. But not so fast. Shaklee scientists developed Vivix, designed to give your cells the advantage by slowing down the speed at which your cells age. We searched the world over for nature's most powerful source of cellular anti-aging and found it in the muscadine grape. Then we combined it with resveratrol to create an all-natural, super potent patented blend of antioxidants. Available exclusively from Shaklee, this blend is 10 times more powerful than resveratrol alone at slowing a key mechanism of cellular aging. We all want to feel younger longer, and with one serving of Vivix a day, you can help slow aging at the cellular level. That's the Shaklee effect.
We are back with William Byrne. Bill is a father of 3, grandfather of 8, and great-grandfather of 1. So Bill, I'm glad you joined us today to share with us your rich experience with Shaklee.
Well, thank you for inviting me today.
How long have you used Shaklee?
We've been using Shaklee, my wife and I, for over 50 years, I believe 54 to be exact.
That's a really long time.
That's a very long time.
Shaklee's been around for 59 years, and you've used the product for 54 years?
Right. That's right. My wife and I were basically kids when we were first introduced to Shaklee. We had backgrounds in teaching and health and physical education, and when we got out of school, we were interested in finding some way to stay as healthy as we could and as young as we could for as long as we could. And eventually, with that search, we were introduced to Shaklee, tried some products, liked the products, and just kept using them.
And what I find interesting with your experience is that you actually met Dr. Shaklee.
We actually heard Dr. Shaklee speak. It was quite an experience. He was an interesting man, chiropractor by trade, if you will, and started to delve into the idea of things in food that would keep people healthy. And with that, he started the Shaklee Company back in, I believe it was 1956.
Yeah.
And so here we are today.
Awesome, awesome. So what products actually you like most in this company that you think has helped you as a senior citizen?
Well, I like that term, senior citizen, but or maybe I don't like it. But the things we like a lot about all of Shaklee that they've produced over all that period of years in Shaklee, the ones that really stick with us now are, number one, the anti-aging product, Vivix. We love that. It's like a liquid that we take a teaspoon every day, and it creates new healthy cells for us. That's worked very well for us. We also like the Nutriferon product, which helps us to build healthy immune cells so we don't come down with some serious ailments. As so many, it seems like senior citizens do come down with a lot of things that slow them down, if you will. Obviously, we've taken vitamin C, as many people do today, for years and years and years. Pretty much everything that Shaklee makes, we take. A product called Vitalizer, which is like a strip, and it has a lot of elements in there that provide our body with the things that may be missing from our daily diet. Yes. I think one of the things that people struggle with today, and why disease becomes so prevalent, and I think obesity becomes prevalent as well, is because people are lacking things in their body that help to keep them healthy and strong. And so, you know, as I said before, if Shaklee makes it, we take it. We like the CoQ Heart. Every time our heart beats.
Is that CoQ Heart or CoQ10?
It's CoQ Heart, and it contains CoQ enzyme 10, which is necessary to keep our heart beating. Without that CoQ enzyme 10 working for us all the time, we would have a problem. And so one of the things that we like about that CoQ enzyme 10 or the CoQ Heart is that it provides that spark for us. Every time the heart beats, it's kind of like a little spark going off. Yeah. And that keeps us strong and strong and strong.
And I know you lead a very active life.
Very active life. Thank God I do. I'm really blessed with the opportunity to participate in a lot of competitive sports. My sport of choice is tennis. I love to not only play it, but to teach it. Shaklee keeps me strong. It gives me the energy to do the things that I need to do in a relatively strenuous sport. I like to run. I like to lift weights. I like to do kind of the things that I was able to do when I was in my 30s.
I noticed.
So I take pride on that. And personally, I believe that had it not been for our experience with Shaklee and the use of Shaklee products for all those years, I don't think I would be able to do the things that I can do today. Not to brag, but I'm kind of proud of the way my body can still perform. The nutrient supply is paramount to me. I do like my sweets. I do like my junk food. Hate to admit that, but I do. It's not that I'm not going to stop at McDonald's for a meal now and then. Honestly, I do. However, I know that maybe that's not the best food to put in my body, so I have to compensate for that. And one of the Shaklee has provided us with the opportunity to compensate and provide our body with the nutrients that it needs every single day to perform and to stay healthy. So
that is also small steps leading to big results.
Small steps to big results.
Every day.
Hallelujah.
So you started a business a long time ago. One of the reasons I am into this company is because of its long history. You started this company was only 5 years old.
Yes, that's right. 5 years old. We got in. We talked about the product before. We liked the products. The product worked for us. It filled a need for us to try to find something that would actually work and keep us healthy.
And keep other people healthy. And because you got into the business, I am part of this business because it was like a domino effect.
That's right. That's right. One person leads to another person, leads to another person, and here we are.
Here we are.
All those years later, now I have a new friend.
Exactly. Wonderful friend. So, why would people choose Shaklee as opposed to another product?
Well, for me, I like the idea that Shaklee does a lot of research. They spend millions and millions of dollars to make sure that everything that they produce then and now is safe and it will work. And they stand by that. In fact, the company's motto in the backup behind the product is that always safe, always works. So when we now share our Shaklee products with other people, we can go with that confidence that we know we're offering something to people that guaranteed by the company that will always be safe and it will always work. And we've kind of proven that by our experience. We take copious amounts of Shaklee every day. I don't even know how many pills I take now, but we take a lot. And again, we talked about the reasons why we want to do that, because I don't think that I eat well enough. I don't think many people do today anyway, unless they're extremely strict about what they put into the body. Most of us are in a hurry. We want to do what we want to do. We like our other food maybe that tastes good, but maybe doesn't carry nutrients in it. So that's what Shaklee's provided for us. It's given that to the backup. It's given us the insurance. It's given us the proven blood biomarkers, if you will. When I go to my doctor, my doctor Jenny Liu, I love her, a Chinese doctor, she says, you make good blood. And she says to me, how come you make good blood? And I say, well, Dr. Jenny, I take a lot of food supplements to do that. And she says, she says, keep doing what doing.
Amen.
Keep doing what you're doing. So that's kind of our style, if you will. That's what we do every day. Every morning we get up in the morning and we have a smorgasbord of vitamins and nutrients and minerals from Shaklee every single day. We don't miss a day. My wife, myself, my family, and our family health record, I think, is something to be proud of. No one in the family has a problem. No one. And we all take copious amounts of these particular products. So.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here today to share this. And once again, we learned that small steps lead to big results.
Yes, we do.
Consider this paradox. We live in an age of medical breakthroughs. Advanced treatments, therapies, drugs, and technologies improve the science of medicine every year. However, the prevalence of heart disease is up nearly 10% since 1999. The prevalence of cancer is up nearly 20% since 1999. And diabetes, up 35% since 1999, is a gateway to other diseases. Unless we reverse this trend, experts predict that for the first time in history, 1 in 3 children born today may live shorter lives than their parents. So why aren't we healthier? It's largely because we're overfed and undernourished. Take a few seconds to think about it. We often choose convenience over our health. Fast food sales have increased 2,000% since 1981. Eating fast food more than twice a week is associated with an increased risk for diabetes. Even so-called healthy foods are full of artificial ingredients and fat. Only 2% of us get our daily recommended servings of fruits and vegetables. And studies show that produce is not as nutritious as it used to be. Poor nutritional habits are becoming a national epidemic. But you are in control. Countless studies show that nutritional supplementation can positively affect your health. With proper nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, 80% of all heart disease in women is preventable. 60% of all cancer-related deaths could be prevented. 90% of all type 2 diabetes is preventable. Proper nutrition and supplementation are critical. Give your body the nutrients it needs. Invest in your health today. For more information, contact the person who sent you this video.
We all want to stay younger longer and look beautiful for a very long time. We will show you how small steps can lead to big results with our Healthy Beauty program.
Yes, Duro, and you've come to the right place. Take a look at these photos. They're amazing. Up next, you'll see a video with more information.
Healthy looking. So it makes sense to turn to the foremost natural nutrition company in the US for healthy skincare.
We're noticing in our skin that we're losing elasticity, we're seeing fine lines, wrinkles starting to appear. This is all a result of free radical attacks. It's pollutants that are attacking our skin on a daily basis. Even iron in tap water is causing free radical attacks. And all of this is actually accelerating the aging process.
Millions of free radicals attack cells in your body every day, resulting in oxidative damage at the cellular level. In your skin, this can result in damaged skin cells, and these replicate and really can lead to older-looking skin. But Shaklee scientists have found that key nutrients and antioxidants can help block this free radical damage.
Shaklee conducted over $1 million worth of clinical trials and studies to find the best way to deliver the right nutrients in the right amounts. The results were surprising. Third-party clinical studies showed that after 28 days, there was a 421% reduction in the appearance of wrinkles and an 88% reduction in the appearance of fine lines.
There was a lot of research put into this, and INFOMERCIAL was awarded 7 patents, which makes it very unique. Many other skincare lines don't even hold 1 patent.
INFOMERCIAL products are dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, and pH balanced. And since we start by taking from nature to create the best and safest products, INFOMERCIAL is formulated without sodium lauryl sulfate, parabens, mineral oil, propylene glycol, and other ingredients that we believe shouldn't go on your skin. And they're free of 1,4-dioxane, phthalates, and formaldehyde, ingredients that have recently been in the headlines. And Shaklee products are never tested on animals.
I'm almost 70 years old and my skin doesn't look it. Just because you spend a lot more money doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a better product.
My skin is better than it has ever been.
Sophia, let's talk about the Shaklee effect.
Yes, we're creating healthier lives.
It's very rewarding. Tell me about your Shaklee experience.
Well, for me, it first started with me wanting to take charge of my health. And so I started with the weight loss program. And having lost the weight, eventually I got off all my meds. And I've been sustaining that. As a result of sharing, I'm empowering others to take charge of their health as well. I've since been featured in the marketing materials and on the products. And it's also helped my business in the sense that I've earned trips, which is very rewarding, and also car payment.
Car payment?
Shaklee is about transforming lives, beginning with Shaklee products. Safe, effective products that can help you build a lifetime of better health. Dr. Forrest Shaklee was a scientist who believed science needed to work in harmony with nature. And when he created Vitalized Minerals in 1915, his focus was on wellness, keeping people healthy. Under CEO Roger Barnett, we've taken that philosophy around the world, and it guides us every day in creating products that make a difference for people and the planet. Whether it's your daily vitamin, your morning smoothie, or the cleaners under your kitchen sink, Shaklee products are always safe, they always work, and they're always green. People use our products, see results, and tell their friends. And that's the second way Shaklee changes lives. Dr. Shaklee's plan was simple: make a good product and reward people for talking about it. That's how you start your Shaklee business. Listen to people's needs and then make a difference in their lives. Those small steps can add up to big results for the people you help, for the planet, and for you. You can create a business that fits your life on the go, that rewards you for your passion, where what you do every day has the power to change lives, including your own. That's the Shaklee effect. Join us and be part of the effect.
Thanks for watching, and remember,
Small steps lead to big results. And that's the Shaklee effect.
This program has been brought to you by the Caldwell Murray Health and Wellness Institute. We invite you to learn more about our products and join our team. For more information, please call 1-800-965-0255.